But they're saying that when the government made a commitment with the Commonage for use of the airport, for property where the airport is, they told the government, you don't have to pay us for the land. The only thing we want you to do is to pay us the landing fees. And they said up to this time that amount has accrued to some $26 million. The Deputy Prime Minister of the Bahamas has acknowledged that the government of the Bahamas owes funding or owes these funds for funds similar to the Harbour Island Commonage. Now, Harbour Island Commoners are not... Now, I understand the Deputy Prime Minister said that the government had met with the Commonage or representative of the Commonage. That information, I'm told, is not so. That is not factual, and so the Deputy Prime Minister has been deceived by someone pretending to be representing the Commonage. But no person who is sitting as a member of that Commonage board or that Commonage authority has met with the government of the Bahamas at no time. They've not had a meeting, and so that information that the Deputy Prime Minister, Chester Cooper, conveyed is not correct. I don't think it was intentional. I do believe some people were pretending to be and deceive the Deputy Prime Minister, but the Deputy Prime Minister needs to reach out to those persons who are the legal representatives, who are elected the body of the Commonage, and speak with them and have that actual meeting and have that actual discussion, rather than meeting with those persons who are pretending to be the leaders or managers or executives of the Commonage. So they do have an actual executive committee of the Harbour Island Commonage, and that committee says, not a representative of that committee. I spoke to the Secretary General of the committee, Mr. Dolan Curtis, and Dolan Curtis explained to me that no member of that committee has met with any government official in respect of addressing the issue in relation to what is owed to the Harbour Island Commonage. They acknowledge that the government does have the right to acquire the land by an act of eminent domain, by an act of parliament called eminent domain, but they acknowledge, but the government is not prepared to do that, because even with eminent domain, the government still has to provide compensation to the Commonage for whatever land or properties they acquire, right? But, you know, that remains to be seen. Hopefully the government will do their part and meet their obligations in respect to that. Of course, the other night when I had a discussion on TMI with Desmond Hall, we spoke about Roxanne, because Roxanne is in a similar situation where Roxanne that's my wife. She's standing right behind me. She's just sexy. I just had to turn my head. All right, she's gone. All right, I see the video with the woman say, "Honey, I'm on the live. I'm on the live. Honey, I'm on the live." Anyhow, listen. So I had the conversation with Desmond Hall with respect to Roxanne Commonage, because Roxanne Commonage is in a similar situation where the Roxanne Airport is on Commonage property. The Roxanne Airport is on Commonage property, and Preston Albury High School is on Commonage property. Now, I don't know if the primary school is on Commonage property, and I don't know what other institutions like the police station and all the others, which property they're on. But the airport in Roxanne is on Commonage property, according to Desmond. And so I'm curious as to whether someone is collecting funds on behalf of the Roxanne Commonage in relation to the placement of the airport, or if the government has met any obligations in respect of that. Because I'm curious about that, because then if Harbour Island is owed, then Roxanne is also owed for the use of their land for this purpose.